For decades, we've been told that managing diabetes is all about avoiding sugar. And while that's partly true, it's far from the full story. If you're over 60 and dealing with prediabetes, insulin resistance, or full-blown type 2 diabetes, what you add to your plate can be just as powerful as what you take away. Because here's the truth. Certain vegetables don't just fill you up, they fight back. They support blood sugar balance, reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and even help repair metabolic function from the inside out. Today, we're going to walk you through 5 of the most powerful vegetables seniors can eat to help combat diabetes naturally. These aren't trendy superfoods or expensive supplements, just everyday vegetables you can buy at any local market, cooked in simple, satisfying ways that your body will thank you for. We'll also show you the best times to eat these veggies, how to cook them for maximum effect, and common mistakes to avoid when including them in your diet. But first, if you believe senior health matters and that our elders deserve better care, more support, and lasting vitality, subscribe to help push that message forward. Together, we're building a stronger, healthier life, one choice at a time. Now let's get started with vegetable number 1, an underground hero in the fight against blood sugar spikes. Broccoli, the blood sugar stabilizer. If you're only eating broccoli for the fiber or because it's good for you, you're missing its real power. Broccoli is one of the most diabetes-fighting vegetables nature has to offer. Let's break it down. Broccoli is rich in a compound called sulforaphane, a natural plant chemical found in cruciferous vegetables. Sulforaphane has been shown in multiple studies to improve insulin sensitivity, reduce blood sugar spikes after meals, lower oxidative stress and inflammation in the body, and even support detoxification of the liver. In fact, a 2017 study published in Science Translational Medicine found that sulforaphane extract helped lower fasting blood sugar levels in people with type 2 diabetes almost as effectively as metformin, a leading diabetes drug. But that's not all. Broccoli also contains chromium, a trace mineral that helps regulate blood sugar, fiber, which slows down digestion and keeps insulin stable, and vitamin C, which reduces inflammation and supports immune function. Why broccoli is especially important after 60. As we age, several things happen. Our insulin response slows down. Our muscle mass decreases, which makes blood sugar harder to control. And chronic inflammation becomes more common, increasing the risk of complications. Broccoli tackles all 3. It supports healthy digestion, thanks to soluble fiber, reduced inflammation, and more stable energy levels throughout the day. How to eat it for maximum benefit. Now here's the important part. How you prepare broccoli matters. To preserve its blood sugar lowering benefits, don't boil it until it's mushy. Instead, lightly steam or saute broccoli until it's bright green and still slightly firm. This helps keep the sulforaphane active and the fiber intact. Bonus tip: add a squeeze of lemon juice or a pinch of mustard powder after cooking. It boosts sulforaphane absorption by up to 80%. Want to go even further? Try broccoli sprouts. These young greens contain up to 100 times more sulforaphane than mature broccoli. Toss them into salads, omelets, or soup just before serving for a powerful metabolic boost. Simple senior-friendly broccoli meal idea. Here's a quick meal that supports blood sugar control without feeling like a diet. Diabetes-fighting broccoli bowl. Lightly steamed broccoli. A handful of roasted chickpeas or grilled chicken. Quinoa or wild rice. Olive oil, lemon, and garlic dressing. It's easy on the stomach, loaded with fiber and antioxidants, and keeps blood sugar stable for hours, without insulin spikes or cravings. What to avoid when eating broccoli? Even healthy foods can be undone with the wrong habits. Here are a few things to steer clear of. drowning broccoli in cheese sauce, or creamy dips. This adds saturated fat and can raise inflammation. Boiling it until soft. This destroys sulforaphane and weakens the fiber. Skipping it entirely. Many seniors avoid broccoli due to past bad experiences or poor preparation. But when cooked right, it's tasty, versatile, and one of the most powerful foods for blood sugar control. Coming up in part 2, we'll explore a vibrant root vegetable that not only improves insulin sensitivity, but may also reverse nerve damage caused by diabetes. Most people walk right past it in the store without knowing what it can do. Next on our list of diabetes-fighting vegetables is a bright, earthy root you've probably walked past hundreds of times in the produce aisle. Its color is bold, its nutrients are powerful, and its effects on blood flow, nerve health, and glucose control make it one of the most overlooked superfoods for seniors living with diabetes. I'm talking about beets. Beets, the circulation booster that supports nerve and blood sugar health. Beets are rich in nitrates, natural compounds that your body converts into nitric oxide, which helps relax blood vessels, improve circulation, and lower blood pressure. But they don't stop there. Beets also contain betalains, which reduce inflammation, alpha-lipoic acid, an antioxidant shown to improve insulin sensitivity, and folate and manganese, nutrients that support nerve repair and metabolic health. Why beets are ideal for seniors with diabetes. As we age, we become more vulnerable to nerve damage, poor leg circulation, and heart disease caused by narrowed arteries. Beets tackle all of those risks at once. They increase oxygen delivery to the brain and muscles, lower blood pressure and cholesterol, and protect small nerves that often deteriorate with age and high glucose levels. And the best part? Beets are naturally low in calories, high in fiber, and easy to digest when prepared the right way. How to eat beets to control blood sugar. Beets can be enjoyed in many forms: steamed, roasted, pickled, or blended into juices and smoothies. But for blood sugar balance, your best bet is to roast or steam them gently. Why not raw? Raw beets are harder to digest and can be high in oxalates, which may interfere with calcium absorption. Steaming or roasting preserves their nutrients, softens the fiber for easier digestion, and brings out their natural sweetness without added sugar. Bonus tip: combine beets with a healthy fat like olive oil, avocado, or a sprinkle of walnuts. This helps your body absorb fat-soluble antioxidants and slows glucose absorption. Easy senior-friendly beet meal idea: warm beet and spinach salad, roasted beet slices, baby spinach or arugula, crumbled goat cheese or feta, optional, toasted walnuts, olive oil plus balsamic vinegar. This colorful, flavorful salad is packed with fiber, nitrates, protein, and blood sugar-friendly fats. Perfect for lunch or a light dinner. Can you drink beet juice? Beet juice is trendy, but is it safe for diabetics? The answer is yes, but in moderation. Beet juice is concentrated and can raise blood sugar quickly if overdone. Stick to half a cup at a time. Combine it with other low-sugar veggies like cucumber, celery, or lemon. Or mix it into a smoothie with protein and fiber to slow the release of sugar. Mistakes to avoid with beets: dousing them in sugary glaze or honey. This cancels out their blood sugar benefits. Canned beets with added salt or preservatives. Always check the label. Many are soaked in syrup or high-sodium brine. Assuming beet supplements work the same. Beet powders and pills often lack fiber and may be processed in ways that reduce effectiveness. Stick with the real, whole vegetable for the most benefit. Extra bonus: beets and brain health. Did you know beets also increase blood flow to the brain? That's right. Increased nitric oxide improves circulation to the frontal lobes, which are responsible for memory, focus, verbal fluency, and decision-making. For seniors trying to stay sharp while managing blood sugar, beets may offer a powerful dual benefit, supporting both cognitive clarity and metabolic health. Coming up in part 3. Next, we'll uncover a green leafy vegetable that's not just good for your eyes. It's one of the most anti-inflammatory, nutrient-dense diabetes fighters you can eat. It's low in carbs, high in fiber, and helps improve insulin sensitivity at the cellular level. When it comes to leafy greens, most of us think of vitamins and fiber, but there's one green that does even more than that. It nourishes your eyes. It reduces inflammation. It protects your heart and brain. And most importantly for seniors, it helps control blood sugar without spiking your insulin. That green is spinach. Spinach, the anti-inflammatory powerhouse that balances blood sugar naturally. Spinach is one of the most nutrient-dense vegetables on the planet. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach delivers over 1,000% of your daily vitamin K, nearly 300% of vitamin A, high levels of magnesium, folate, potassium, and iron, plus powerful antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin. But what makes spinach special for diabetics is its unique combination of fiber, low glycemic impact, and plant-based compounds that enhance insulin sensitivity. In other words, it doesn't just avoid raising your blood sugar. It actually helps your body handle glucose more efficiently. Spinach and insulin sensitivity. Spinach contains a compound called alpha-lipoic acid, ELA, a potent antioxidant that's been shown to improve insulin response in muscle cells, reduce symptoms of diabetic neuropathy, protect nerve cells from high glucose damage, and enhance glucose uptake without requiring more insulin. That means your body can use sugar more efficiently, store less fat, and reduce the risk of long-term diabetes complications. For seniors, this is especially important as insulin resistance tends to increase with age. Why spinach is a must-have for seniors. Spinach helps protect against the trifecta of aging-related risks: elevated blood sugar, inflammation and joint pain, cognitive decline, the high vitamin K and magnesium level support, bone strength, cardiovascular health, and blood clot regulation, reducing stroke risk. Meanwhile, its eye-supporting antioxidants protect against macular degeneration, a common cause of blindness in older adults with diabetes. And because it's so low in carbs and calories, spinach is a perfect volume food, meaning you can eat a lot of it and feel full without triggering a glucose spike. Best ways to enjoy spinach for blood sugar control. Spinach is incredibly versatile. You can eat it raw in salads, lightly sautéed, blended into smoothies, or cooked into soups and omelets. But here's the key: don't overcook it. Too much heat breaks down vitamin C and reduces the antioxidant power of lutein and ALA. Tip: lightly sauté spinach with olive oil and garlic for a quick side dish that supports digestion, reduces inflammation, and helps regulate blood sugar. Or toss it into scrambled eggs or a veggie stir-fry for a senior-friendly breakfast that nourishes from the inside out. Sample senior-friendly spinach meal. Spinach and mushroom breakfast scramble. 2 eggs, gently scrambled. Half a cup lightly cooked spinach. A handful of sautéed mushrooms. Sprinkle of turmeric and black pepper. Cooked with olive oil or avocado oil. This meal is rich in protein, antioxidants, blood sugar balancing fiber, and brain-protecting nutrients. Mistakes to avoid with spinach: drowning it in cheese or creamy sauces. These can add saturated fats that increase inflammation. Relying only on raw spinach. While raw is healthy, Too much raw spinach can lead to bloating or reduced absorption of calcium and iron. Buying wilted or pre-cut spinach, nutrients degrade quickly. Always choose fresh, vibrant green leaves or flash-frozen organic spinach for the most benefit. And remember, spinach shrinks down a lot when cooked, so don't be afraid to load up your plate. Spinach for brain and mood. Spinach is also a natural mood stabilizer. Its high levels of folate and magnesium support balanced neurotransmitters, reduced anxiety, and improved memory recall. So if you've been feeling foggy, forgetful, or irritable, your body may be craving more greens like spinach. Coming up in part 4. Next, we'll talk about a crunchy, underrated veggie that most people overlook, but it's a natural blood sugar buffer, gut health booster, and weight loss ally. It's probably in your fridge right now. When you hear the word cabbage, you might think of coleslaw or bland cafeteria food. But what if I told you this humble, inexpensive vegetable holds incredible power for seniors managing blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation? It's time we give cabbage the respect it deserves, because it's not just filler. It's a blood sugar buffer, a gut health ally, and a natural weight balancer that's been quietly protecting generations. Number 4, cabbage, the blood sugar buffer and gut health guardian. Cabbage belongs to the cruciferous vegetable family, just like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and kale. But unlike some of its bitter cousins, cabbage is gentle, digestible, and incredibly versatile. Here's why cabbage is a senior-friendly diabetes superfood. It's very low in carbs, packed with insoluble fiber, great for digestion, high in vitamin C, fights inflammation and oxidative stress, and loaded with glucosinolates, plant compounds that help detoxify the body and regulate blood sugar. What makes it special for diabetics is this. Cabbage helps slow the absorption of sugar from your meal, so your blood glucose stays stable instead of spiking after you eat. Why cabbage works so well for seniors. Cabbage is easy to digest, budget-friendly, and incredibly filling, thanks to its high fiber and water content. That makes it perfect for seniors who want to lose weight without hunger, improve regularity, and balance blood sugar naturally. In fact, 1 cup of shredded cabbage contains just 22 calories, over 2 grams of fiber, and nearly half your daily vitamin C needs. All of that with almost no impact on your insulin. The best ways to eat cabbage for blood sugar. You can enjoy cabbage raw, in slaws, or chopped into salads. Steamed, lightly sautéed, fermented, like sauerkraut or kimchi. But be mindful, don't boil cabbage until it's limp or mushy. That strips away nutrients and makes it harder to digest. Senior tip, lightly sauté cabbage in olive oil with garlic and turmeric. Add a splash of apple cider vinegar for flavor and digestive support. For those who love a tangy kick, raw fermented cabbage like sauerkraut is packed with probiotics that improve gut health, help with nutrient absorption, and reduce blood sugar spikes after meals. Just make sure to choose unpasteurized varieties with live cultures and no added sugar. Sample senior-friendly cabbage meal. Warm cabbage stir-fry bowl. Sautéed cabbage. Carrot ribbons. Sliced mushrooms. A sprinkle of sesame seeds. Served over a small portion of quinoa or wild rice. This meal is easy on your digestion, satisfying without weighing you down, and great for blood sugar and gut balance. What to watch out for? Creamy cabbage salads with sugar-filled dressings. These cancel out the benefits. Overcooking, boiling destroys key compounds and fiber. Canned cabbage or slaws with preservatives. Go fresh or raw when possible. A surprising bonus, cabbage and liver support. Cabbage is a gentle liver cleanser. It helps the body flush excess toxins and metabolize fats more efficiently. Why does this matter for diabetics? Because when your liver is overloaded with sugar, fat, or medications, it can become sluggish, and that affects your glucose regulation, cholesterol levels, and overall energy. Eating more cabbage gives your liver the support it needs to stay in balance. Coming up in part 5, in the final part, we'll cover the fifth and final vegetable, a crunchy, bitter green that's been used in traditional medicine for centuries to help lower blood sugar naturally. It's not well known in the West, but it may be the missing piece in your diabetes fighting plan. So far, we've explored vegetables you likely already know, like broccoli, beets, spinach, and cabbage. But now, we're diving into a vegetable that's less common in Western kitchens, yet treasured for centuries in traditional medicine for its diabetes-fighting power. If you've never heard of it before, you're not alone. It's called bitter melon, and for seniors battling unstable blood sugar, it might just be the missing ingredient in your journey to lasting wellness. Number 5, bitter melon, the natural blood sugar regulator used for centuries. Bitter melon, also known as bitter gourd or karela, is a tropical vine fruit that looks like a bumpy cucumber. It's been used in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine for generations to treat type 2 diabetes, digestive disorders, skin conditions, and high blood pressure. But what makes it so special? Bitter melon contains 3 active compounds that help regulate blood sugar. Charantin, known to lower blood glucose levels. Polypeptide P, a plant insulin-like compound. Lysine, a compound that enhances insulin secretion and uptake. Together, these create a natural synergy that improves insulin sensitivity, enhances glucose uptake in muscles, reduces sugar absorption in the intestines, and even stimulates the pancreas to produce more insulin. What the science says. A study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology showed that bitter melon extract significantly reduced fasting blood sugar in people with type 2 diabetes. Other trials suggest bitter melon may help lower A1C levels and even mimic the effects of certain diabetes medications without the side effects. That's huge, especially for seniors who want to support their body naturally. Why bitter melon is a hidden gem for seniors. As you age, your body becomes less responsive to insulin, more prone to oxidative stress, and more vulnerable to post-meal blood sugar spikes. Bitter melon addresses all 3 challenges head-on. It slows down glucose absorption, supports natural insulin function, and reduces cellular stress that contributes to complications like neuropathy or vision loss. And despite its intense name, bitter melon also aids digestion, supports liver health, and promotes gentle weight loss for those managing prediabetes or metabolic syndrome. How to eat bitter melon. This is where most people get stuck because bitter melon does have a strong taste. But prepared properly, it can be both palatable and powerful. Here's how to make it work. Raw in juice or smoothie, 1 to 2 ounces. Mix with cucumber, lemon, and mint to balance flavor. Drink it in the morning on an empty stomach. Only a small amount is needed. Stir-fried. Slice thin and sauté with garlic, onions, turmeric, and olive oil. Add scrambled eggs or tofu for a nourishing meal. In soup or stew. Simmer with bone broth, tomatoes, and spices to mellow the bitterness. Combine with cabbage or spinach for added benefits. Pro tip: soak sliced bitter melon in salted water for 20 to 30 minutes before cooking to reduce bitterness. A note of caution: because bitter melon can lower blood sugar significantly, seniors taking medication for diabetes should start with small portions. Monitor their blood glucose regularly, and consult with their doctor before making it a daily habit. This is especially important if you're already on insulin or sulfonylurea, as combining both could lead to hypoglycemia. The 5 best vegetables for seniors to fight diabetes. Let's recap what we've learned. 1. Broccoli stabilizes blood sugar, rich in sulforaphane. 2. Beets boost circulation, lowers post-meal glucose. 3. Spinach supports insulin function, anti-inflammatory. 4. Cabbage buffers blood sugar, nourishes the gut. 5. Bitter melon, natural insulin booster, blood sugar controller. Each of these vegetables brings something unique to the table. Together, they create a powerful foundation for nutrient-rich, diabetes-friendly meals that support you, not spike you. Cooking and timing tips. Cook with gentle heat to preserve antioxidants. Pair with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or nuts. Time your high-fiber veggie meals with lunch or dinner to minimize blood sugar spikes. Include fermented options like sauerkraut to aid digestion. And always rotate your greens to get a wide range of nutrients without overloading on any one compound. Managing diabetes doesn't mean bland meals or restriction. It means making strategic, loving choices that give your body the support it craves. Each forkful of food is either a step toward balance or away from it. With these 5 powerful vegetables, you now have natural allies on your plate, each one helping you stabilize your energy, calm inflammation, protect your heart, and regain control of your blood sugar. Your journey to better health starts with a single choice. Why not make it a delicious, healing one? Tell us in the comments. Which veggie are you most excited to try first? Which one will you add to your grocery list this week? If this video inspired you, tap like and share it with a friend who's on the same path. And remember, if you believe senior health matters and that our elders deserve better care, more support, and lasting vitality, subscribe to help push that message forward. This is Healthy and Strong Seniors, where every bite brings you closer to strength, stability, and a future you can feel good in.